Hey guys, Fully Sent It Gaming here again. I'm back with another phone game that you guys can play on your Android or iOS device. This game is CarXDriftRacing, and this is a great drifting game that displays 3D graphics and internal car views. So I have a bunch of different cars. I do have a modded version of the game, so all of my purchases are free. I'm not going to describe how you can mod the game, as I don't feel that's suitable for everybody, but I thought I would share this game with you guys and show you a bit of drifting today. So these are all the different cars that I have unlocked and all the cars that I am able to purchase via points or via completing challenges. So we aren't going to go too much into that. We're just going to select a car to use, and for the sake of this video, I think I'm going to use one of the first cars in the game. Not that one, but that one. So if anybody knows what type of car this is representing, leave it down in the comments below. I personally do know what type of car this is, but I want to see what ideas you guys come up with. So you can go into setup, and I have my setup in ultimate. You can also set it to drift. You can also customize your vehicle, so you can customize the color, the tires, the rims, the rim color, or the rim sidewall color. You can select different smoke colors. You can make it blue, but I'm going to make mine red for the sake of the car. And let's get into it. So you have a bunch of different options: training, multiplayer, you can play with your friends, time attack, drift, and events. But I'm just going to go into drift. I do have all of the maps unlocked, as I have the modded version of the game, as you can tell by all the ones up in the credits and the VIP points, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to play with this one, since I am most used to this track. You can change all of your interior settings. You can be inside, and I guess we'll go inside for this one too. So there you go. The end of this course is a little challenging. It gets very tight and very sharp turns, which makes it a little more difficult to drift in, but that's not a problem to me. There's also a second version of the game, CarXDriftRacing 2, which I have yet to play, but it does look like a very fun game. So I guess we'll use this car now, and we will go on to the very first map that you unlock when you start this game, which is Parking Lot A. There's also a Parking Lot B. And for the sake of this, we are going to turn down the sound effects as well. So there's a bunch of different settings you can go through. You can go through pedals and adjust the default pedal location and stuff. There's controls to change, which if you want tilt controls or touch controls, so on and so forth. There's sensitive brake pedal, which allows you to slide. There's a throttle slider, handbrake. Transmission can be in sequential, mechanical, or automatic, but I like to leave it in automatic. There's the game, so there's tilt horizon, sensitivity, auto brake, notifications, so show brake warning, so on and so forth. Steering assist. I would suggest you leave steering assist on, as when you turn it off, there's even a disabling the assist will dramatically increase the driving difficulty and may result in a totally different perception of the gaming experience. Do you want to disable the assistance? So I would suggest that you click no, because if you take it off, this game becomes almost impossible to play. I think it's more meant for tilt devices when you can tilt it and have more control over your tilt. But since I use the steering wheel, I'm going to leave it on. And here we go. Oh, this car is not set up correctly. So I can barely even drift with this thing, so we're not going to do that. Back to the start. I just want to see how this is set up. That's why it's set up in stock versus ultimate. So let's change it to ultimate. Let's click on the change. This will provide you with a lot finer tuning. You can do wheels, you can do suspension, so on and so forth. The only thing that I want to change with this is the camber. So the wheels are pointed out, sort of like they're forming a triangle. If you were to draw some lines from the angle of the tires. So we change the front camber, you can see that the tires are rotating inward and outward, but we like it outward since there's less tire contact on the ground. And now that this is set up correctly, we should be able to play this a lot better. So I've played this game for maybe a year now, and I love this game. I am addicted to it in a sense. There we go. So you can use the brake to control the speed. The sensitive throttle also allows you to control your throttle response. Oh, hit the corner there, but that's not a big deal. I was still in the middle of a drift. So this is a very tight corner, so you want to feather the throttle rather than give it its all. So the handbrake is helpful to initiate a drift, whereas you want to use the sensitive brake, this thing here, when you are trying to slow down and not hit a corner. So these are all phone games that you can play whenever you'd like. That's what I'm basing this channel around. I feel like that's definitely the better way to go. Provides everybody with the opportunity to play these games even without a console. As long as you have a phone, then you can play these games. I see a lot of gaming channels that involve PS4, Xbox One, or even the 360 and the PS3. And the problem with that is you have to dish out a bunch of money in order to be able to play the games that they're playing. Whereas I find using phone games and creating videos around phone games will provide us more people with better opportunities to play these sorts of games. So you can replay, retry, and go to your garage. Those are the three options when you finish one of the races. So let's go to one of my higher powered cars, the bottom of the list. We'll go to C5. S stands for starter, so on and so forth. And these are all the cars that you can get. So let's do an EVA, which is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. That's what they're trying to portray with this car, but they obviously can't call it the same thing because they do not have sponsorship by the company. They do not have the rights to use the same name, as they are patented and copywritten. So this is the car that I have set up. So let's give her a go. Which one of these would I like to do? I play the other two the most that I just showed you, so I can't promise that my drifting skills will be anywhere near equal, but actually, let's do parking lot B. This is my third most played map, and I've played this about 10 times. As you can see, drift points, nothing, best time, nothing. I've basically never recorded anything on this, but let's give it a go. So again, I think the wheels might be a little wonky on this one, I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, let's continue on. Now, if you guys are noticing some lag, I'm also noticing some lag on my phone, and that's because it's at, I want to say, about 10 or 15% right now. I'm giving it a charge while I play this game, which is never the best idea for phones. It can destroy your battery, but that's okay. It's for the sake of the video, so it's worth it. I'm also uploading a YouTube video at this point in time on my phone as well, and that's causing a bit of trouble with the gameplay and the quality of the gameplay, but that's okay. This is showing raw, uncut footage rather than most gaming channels, which only show you their best moments, which I think is another aspect as to why this is a better gaming channel than most others, because you see everything. You've just seen me screwed up about 5-10 times, and that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with messing up a bit, as long as I'm displaying the content that needs to be displayed, which is portraying the perception of these games and the fact that almost anybody can play them as long as you have a phone. So I got frustrated and gave up on that. I think it might be the setup of the car. I think I have it ultimate, but I don't think everything's set up. I think it might be the spring setup. So let's just use a different car that I like more. So we're gonna set this up in Drift rather than Racing Plus, which will provide me with a better drifting experience. If you guys can tell me what you guys think, what type of car that is, I want to see if you guys are right. And let's do this interiorly. The interior view, which I think is one of the best games I've seen with the interior view of a car in quite some time. Even the revometer and the speedometer move when you play this, as you can tell, when the hands are not in the way. And the customization in this game with the vehicles that you can get, I think, is another key feature as to why I like this game so much. It allows you to change toe, camber on the wheels, suspension stiffness, suspension size, shock absorber stiffness and size. There's so many different things. You can even tune the engine how you'd like to, or you can select from the presets, which I've done, and which I will continue to do in order to get the best out of these cars based off of what the game has developed and how it's developed. And then it's all about learning the tracks and learning how to drift a car. So as you can see, that's a nice long drift. Swinger the other way. Oh, and I hit the fence. That is what it is, and we're going to hit a replay and watch this in replay. So yeah, if you guys like these videos and want to give me some ideas for games that I can play, or want to ask me questions, the comment section is the best place to do that as of right now. As of today, I have 0 subscribers, which is fine by me. I'm not too concerned about my subscriber count, but if you guys enjoy the content, then why not subscribe and hit the bell notification icon for more videos like these. And there we go, it's just restart. So back to the garage we go, and we'll do one more car that I own on one of the tracks, and I think that'll be it for this video. So I think I'm going to buy a new car, modify it how I like to modify it so you guys can see those aspects, and race with it. So which one? Let's do this one, because I can unlock it with points. So we're going to set it up in drift, which it's already set up in. It's already a drifting car, great. We'll buy some premium tires for it, the 20%. Buy 10 of them, so I don't have to worry about changing them out. We'll select some rims that I like. I think we'll use, let's see what they have in the stock section. Those are kind of ugly. I think we'll use those. I do like the look of those. Now, I cannot repaint this car since it's a pre-selected paint, but I can modify everything else. So let's do a red to match the back. We'll select the rim as red as well. Just make sure there's no other red colors that are better. And then for the front, if we go to the front, we're going to do green because the front of the car is green. And we will select the green there. Let's look at that. Matches that, which is pretty cool, I think. We're going to black out the windows. And what color smoke should we use? I'm thinking maybe a yellow. Or I could do a pink. I like the pink. So we're going to go with the pink. Sweet. And let's drift this thing around the forest. So we will do an exterior view for this, just so you guys get a better idea, but we'll make it like that so you guys get a bit of overhead. So I used the handbrake there, which caused me to mess up, whereas if I used this brake, it's a lot better at slowing it down. Like I've stated, using the handbrake is best for initiating a drift, whereas slowing down is best with the actual throttle brake. Oh. So every car that you get, you're going to have to get used to. That's why I'm not doing perfect on this. But again, perfection is not what I'm looking for out of these. I'm just trying to display the games that are available to you guys on iOS and Android, providing you guys with a great gaming experience for $0. And just a reminder, I do have the modded version of the game, which is why all of my money count is 11111, so on. But you guys will not be able to have that right away unless you download a modded version of the game. And that is up to you. I will not display how it's done. I think that is something you need to learn on your own. So then there's always ads with the game, but I think everybody's used to that. Although that might demonetize me based off of the ad it was. Lovely. So this is another version of this car, just without the color to it. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this game, guys. CarXDriftRacing, and there's CarXDriftRacing 2 as well, but this is the first one. This is available on the Play Store, I think iOS devices as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you would like to see more content like this, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you get all of my post notifications, and leave comments below if you have any questions or concerns. Again, this is Fully Scented Gaming, and thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day.